Like someone asked me one day this question. True story. And I gave him a shocker of a reply. As I always do. I'm pretty good at it. He said, Father. I said, yes, son. Like I smoke, right? And when I come to church, the reason why sometimes I don't come to church is because I can't last 2 hours without a cigarette. So when I sit in the church and God have mercy when you preach, Father, like I'm dead, I'm finished. I'm aching, I'm breaking everywhere. I need to go out for a smoke. And I feel embarrassed to get up because everybody turns around and says, who went out? Why are you going out? So I said, Father, I need to have a cigarette. I can't last 15, 20 minutes maximum. I need to have a puff. I said, well, smoke inside the church. He said, what? I said, yeah. I said, why don't you smoke while the mass is on? Poor priest is sweating it out, getting up and down and there going, and you. I said, smoke. I said, please, Father, what are you trying to tell me? I said, no, I'm telling you, you can smoke. Yeah, I said, yeah. You have the permission. You're joking, Father? I said, no, I'm not joking. Do you see me joking? I'm not joking. You can smoke. I said, but I'll ask you this question. Poor thing. I said, do you believe the Lord Jesus is everywhere? Isn't He God? He said, of course. I believe He's God. I said, isn't God everywhere? He said, yes. I said, well, why do you think you can smoke in the car park, not in the church? Isn't the Lord Jesus in the car park as well? I said, you know why you don't smoke inside the church? You know why you hold yourself, even if you're aching and breaking, but you hold yourself? I said, because you're saying to yourself, whether consciously or subconsciously, I cannot smoke in the presence of the Lord. That is a shame, embarrassing. I can't do that. It's a sin. I can't smoke before Him. I'm in front of the holy altar. I'm in front of the Lord Jesus. I can't smoke. I said, well, the Lord Jesus is in the car park, isn't He? Not only inside, He's outside as well at the same time. So when you go to the car park, you are in His presence. When you sit in the car, you are in His presence. When you are in your room, you are in His presence. Wherever you are in His holy presence. What is the difference whether you smoke inside or out, my dear friend? You are always in His holy presence. So if you think you can hold yourself inside, well, you better hold yourself outside, because He is there also. That broke him. He said, Father, you're right.